class, I would love to have lots of hip openers, poses that are more yin in nature. Not all yin, but yin in nature. So, stretching out your legs and point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Okay. And then from here, press your hands into the mat behind you, look up and lengthen. And breathe. Breathing also is a really intentional breathing, also helps break stress. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll turn the hands so the fingertips point back and walk your hands back. Walk your little fingers towards each other. Roll the shoulders back. Look up. Chin down. And look up. And chin down. Good. And then just a nice twist where your legs are still straightened and you turn, spine upright, high dawn, breathe in, exhale, and then twisting the other way, hand across knee and twist, look back, inhale, exhale, and again, inhale and exhale. Good. Another twist. So this time you take your right knee, and it could be that the foot is on the inside knee, or your leg comes across, and you take your arm up. And it's hugging, or if you can, you take your elbow across. Long spine and twist. Later we'll have the option of adding a half spinal twist in there. Breathing in. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. Release, and we'll take it the other direction. So I'll just stay this way. So left foot could be on the inside knee or the outside right knee. Right arm up in the air. Lengthen. Take a breath in. And take your elbow cross knee or hug the knee. See what works best for you. Look back, look past your shoulder, and breathe. Push out through your heel. And release. And okay, so you know what's next. So we're taking right leg over the other. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you could also sit cross-legged. I mean, that would work as well too. Any kind of twist where your right leg is up, left arm up in the air, always working opposites, and then come across, elbow cross knee. So it's a nice outer hip stretch. Good. And turning. And breathe. Deep breath in and exhale. And release. And then we'll take it the other direction. So stretching out your legs. I always start out left knee comes across first, and then your right leg. And if you can, you want both sitting bones down. So if you're like a little skewed in this, you want to switch it up, okay? So reach your right arm up. You want both sitting bones down. There's an ease in the spine as you twist, and then the elbow cross knee is what intensifies the twist. Good. Breathing in and exhale. Good. And breathe in and exhale. and releasing and coming out. Good work. So you know this movement where what we just did, like you point, you flex, you point, you flex. But now I'm going to have you really dig your heels in and point, flex. So when I do it that way, my whole body moves. It's like you're on a rowing machine, okay? And I want this action when you're on your back. So watch for a moment, because I've seen it in class, not everybody gets it. So I want to make sure, because I can't come up to you and say, hey. So you're on your back, and watch for a moment, my heels push down. If I don't push down, I just move my feet. But if I dig my heels in, my whole body moves, my neck, my shoulders. So go ahead and try that. Come onto your back. You will feel one of the pivot points besides the heel is the sacrum, like that flat bone, right? It's pressing down. And your shoulders are pressing down. Your chin is bobbing, is moving. Continue the movement. I'm going to come close to the screen and see if I can see anyone. Yeah. Okay. So Henry, really dig your heels in, and I want your chin to move more. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Meredith, you got it. It looks like you're on a rocking machine. That's so funny. Good. Hi, Sadie. All right, now just stop for a moment and notice, just from doing that, it's really good for the back. It's good to relieving pain in your back, creating space in your back, making sure that you've got this like space between your spine, and the discs of the spine are spongy. They're supposed to be like a cushion. So we don't want to lose that cushion. Now take right knee to chest. Right knee to chest, lift your head, and then maybe you can reach further down your shin bone or reach for your foot. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower your head, grab hold of your same foot, right foot. Take your knee to the side and stretch your hip. Imagine that your foot is a giant crayon, and you're circling, and you're circling, and circling. So you're getting movement in your hip, and then you're going to reverse, circle, and circle, and circle, and circle. Good. Lift your head. Bring your head towards your foot or to your foot, and breathe. Breath in. See if you can get your left leg anchored down. And lower. Straighten your leg out. Use a strap if you like, or reach, catch hold of your foot. Hamstring stretch. Breathe in. Exhale. This is very similar to the stretch you have, we'll see later, like in pyramid pose. But it's more intense in pyramid because you're holding yourself up. And then we'll take the leg out to the side, right leg to the right, so you have the inner thigh stretch, and this is very similar to half moon, even triangle. Breath in. Exhale. And then we'll take left hand to the leg. And the easier way would be bend your knee. That's okay. Or leg is straightened, and many will want to strap perhaps, and you're coming over. Try to keep your right shoulder down in your twist. Breathing in. Exhale. And again, breath in. Be patient with your body as we warm up. Good. And then back to center. And once again, draw knee to chest. So the same leg, you're going to make circles. You're making hip circles, working with this movement deep in your hip, with hip mobility. Yeah, circle. So one way is to keep the knee bent the whole time. Another is to straighten the leg as it almost meets the other, but it's hovering above the floor, and then you bend. I'm doing it right now. And then reverse. One more. Good. And then we'll do other side. So from here, we'll grab hold now. We're going to start out by hugging left knee to chest. Right leg is down to the mat. You're going to lift your head to knee. And maybe even walking your hands further down the shin bone and perhaps reaching your foot. And breathe. Lower your head using a strap if you need to. Ooh, and say hello to your hamstrings and calf muscles. And breathe. No matter, I'm fairly open, but I still feel it. Definitely feel a deep stretch. And no matter how often I do this, I always feel the deep stretch. It's a good one to come to every day if you're very tight. So using strap or no strap, you're going to take your leg out to the side. Go ahead and take your leg out to the side, stretch the inner thigh. I'll come to the half lotus. I'm changing the sequence a little bit. Breathe in. Exhale, a lot like your half moon. In half moon, your arms are extended, right? So you would take your right arm out to a T position. And before we come across, go ahead and hold your foot and make the circles. Circle, circle. I think that's important before coming across. And then we'll circle the other direction. Like your foot is a giant crayon, and in your mind's eye, see the color that you're tracing out. Good, and now, again, maybe you're using your strap once more, or hand to foot as you come across, legs straight if you can, twist, and turn your head to the left, and breathe. Push out through the heel, flex the ankle, come into, it's all right, intensity is not a bad word. Breathe in, coming into the intensity of the pose without forcing, never force. Just go to the place, breathe, not to the place of discomfort or pain, never. Good. And then release. Now, hug knee into chest and we make circles. So you're going to circle in one direction. Left knee is circling, hip mobility, and you're engaging your core a little bit so you're not bouncing all over the place and you're stabilizing. And then you're still in the same direction, but maybe you can start to straighten the leg as it goes down. The heel never touches the floor. And then reverse. Good. And finally, release and just pulling both knees right into chest. Good work. Let's press the feet into the mat and come up into bridge pose. We'll do 3 of these. So come up, press, have your arms at your sides. Elbows are bent, so you really use your arms and you don't use your neck. And then drop down. And again, inhale, press up. So this is about back flexibility, spinal flexibility, and drop down. And once more, lift, and this time we can clasp the hands, palms can come down, or interlace fingers, tuck shoulders more deeply behind you, and breathe. Feel the front of your body open, the back of your body supportive, strong. And release. And then as you come out, we have happy baby. We're going to reach for the outside feet. Soles of the feet looking up, knees are wide. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Stretching out your back again. Inhale. And And exhale. All right. So we're going to go back and forth, back and forth. So start out with your legs wide. And all we're going to do is just 2 rounds of breath in each movement. So you're going to reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for your feet. Of course, you could reach for shin bones or use a strap. Elongate your spine. Lower your head. 2 rounds of breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Reach your arms up. Create like an L shape with your body. And then we're going to go back. And when you go back, lift, and maybe you find you can't quite go up in this, and you can go into bound angle, or your legs are up in the air or reaching for the floor behind you. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Exhale. And then from here, lower. Take the soles of the feet together. Bound angle. Some of you were already there. And take your hands onto your belly. 2 rounds of breath. Release your neck. Breathe in. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. Hands help press the knees together. Roll up. And this time, bending your right knee. Reach your arms up. Deep breath in, and then reach for your foot. Lower your head, head to knee. Stretch your back. Breath in. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. We're coming up, and I would like to see a side plank. So for side plank, it might be that you bring 1 knee down. It's modified. Maybe you extend both legs, scissored, or feet stacked. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to lower, come out, and we have a second side. So we'll start out with the left knee bent. Reach up with the arms. Breathe in. Exhale. Reach forward. Extend your back. And then lower your head. Just 2 rounds of breath. When you're ready, we'll come up. And then we come to side plank. So again, it might be that you have 1 knee down. Or you extend your legs. See what works best for you. Reach up. These are great also for overall for balance poses because of the strength involved. Breath in. Exhale. Lower and come on out. Good work. Woohoo. All right. So then 1 more here from sitting is you're sitting cross-legged. And you're going to come forward. So you're just walking your hands forward, your elbows, just see what is possible. From time to time, extend your back and then lower. Sometimes it's just like, maybe you rest your head on a block. Take 2 rounds of breath. Your back might be rounded here. Good. Outer hip stretch. And then we'll do the other side. So we recross and long spine. And then exhale, come forward and breathe. Good. And then coming on up. Good. Let's come right to hands and knees for cat-cow. Mm-hmm. And we'll round into the back. And inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Round, doming your back. Inhale, arch. Do that a few times at your own pace. Try to find a rhythm. Good. And then from here, downward facing dog. So we press back and begin to pedal. Bend one knee, press opposite heel down, back and forth, back and forth. Bravely, that's a word there. Bravely move into the stretch. So it's not, I have to apply a lot of effort to get my heel down. I'm not forcing, I'm working, but in a non-forceful way. Straighten both legs, bend your knees a lot, and then straighten, and we'll walk or spring to the front of the mat. Now, weight is off your wrists. Take your hands to elbows and stretch. Take a moment here, breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. And exhale. Soften the knees. Let's come on up. Come on up and reach the arms out to the sides. Palms touch. Good. I'll adjust my screen a little more. There we go. Alrighty. And the lights are behind. So you're grabbing hold of your right wrist. Legs could be apart or slightly together. And take hold of one wrist and stretch. Nice side bend. And breathe into your lungs. Breathe into the open area. Exhale. And breathing is also a stress releaser. It's like you're just really, think of your breath. The inhalation is nourishment. The exhalation is letting go. And release and come on out. And relax your shoulders. And then take hold of the wrist. Lengthen, come up and over, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Good. Again, breath in, exhale. And release, and let the arms float down. Good. Good work. Whoo! It feels really nice, doesn't it? Oh, good. Tona's taking her layers off. She's warm. So am I. And so good. I've seen everybody taking the layers off. That's good. So the feet are wide, and we drop down into, like, think of modified squat. But even if you can squat a lot, I'm not really going like all the way down. I want to get, this is like strong. I want to warm up the legs a little more. I want to warm up the hip joints. Take the arms out to the sides. Take your arms back. And maybe take your arms forward. When you go forward, go back on your heels a little more, and then use your hands to push and come all the way up. Extend the arms. Breathe. Yeah. And if you don't feel that in your legs, we need to take your pulse, because you're working your legs. Okay, you're dropping down. I mean, I definitely feel it in my hip, my low back, but my legs are holding me. Let's go out to a T. Go back. Reach out to the T and reach forward. There's a little more weight on your heels. And then come up and swing the arms up into the air. Exhale, hands to heart center. So you could repeat that. Especially, or you might say, I think I'll just be here, or you come all the way down in your squat, and some like to sit on a block. So what do your knees and your hip joints tolerate? Yeah, and breathe in. Exhale. Extend your back. Really stretch your back. Nice breath in. Exhale. And breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands. Press your hands down. Straighten your legs. Take your hands to your elbows. Stretch your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Stretch your legs. Oh. Yep. And then soften the knees. Roll on up to standing. Good work. And we're going to just take hands right onto shoulders. Elbows down. Elbows up. Elbows out to the sides and down. I'm trying not to make faces. Sometimes, like, I don't know why, we tend to grimace in this. So down, and we're going to add a little more. So elbows come up, look up, drop down, elbows touch the knees. Feet are touching, and then come up, out to the side, and down. And then come up, and we're done with that one. We need a strap or a towel, and we're going to make halos. If you already have a halo, we're going to shine your halo. So here's what I generally say. I like to come closer in to show it. You're standing. So ideally, let's say if you're tight, ideally you're aiming for a 90-degree bend. For me, that's too much. So if you're more open, you're going to have your hands a little closer in. And that's how we're going to start. So you're creating the halo, yeah. Nice. Hi, Mark. Hi, Marisa. Hi, Gio. Annalise. Hello. Okay. And then reverse. See, when I come up to the screen, I can see your names. Yeah. All right. So, of course, I'm sitting, showing because it came close to the screen, but now I'm going to stand because we're going to bring it, make it a little bigger movement. So, go in the first direction, drop down, up, and exhale down. Your feet could be about hip distance apart, maybe wider if you like. Yeah, you can go wide, and then it's another squat. And up, exhale, engage your core so you're not straining your back. Next time you're up, reverse, exhale down, up, try to go behind, the back of the halo has to shine too. Drop down, and up, and down, and up. Okay, and feeling a little more angelic, take your right arm up in the air, left arm back. If you want to connect, you may, but I think with the strap, what's nice is I could work at going back and forth. I have shoulder flossing. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we do the other side. And you're holding, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. So let's do, kind of look at, these poses kind of in terms of categories. So we're going to look at the balance one, and I think I did this one with you, which is, I think Badra said this was her new favorite. So it's really cool. It's like a runner. You're like a runner caught in action on camera. And I don't know, that's the image that comes to mind. And so you bring your right knee up, and your right foot is going to push against your left knee. It's pretty strongly. You're going to push. And engage your core. Arms are forward. Tuck your thumb in, and then make fists. Shoulders down. Look straight ahead of you. Draw back your right arm, and you've got this, you're a runner. You see, you're going to engage your core, and you've been running, and who runs this way? But somebody caught you on camera, and you're like up in the air. Breathe in. Exhale. Draw your right elbow closer into the side of your body. Right hand is touching the side of your body. And release. and relax everything. So in a way, you create a lot of tension in that. So, in a sense, yeah. So the next one, you draw the knee up, the foot is pressing in, engage, foot pressing against right inside knee, engage your core, arms are forward, fists, shoulders relaxed, look straight ahead of you, breath in. Exhale, draw back your left arm, draw your right arm further forward, and you're the runner caught in air. Breathe in, midair. Exhale, elbow tucked to your side, left elbow tucked in. It's back, it's behind my side, but it's tucking inward towards my body. And relax. So the other one is eagle, and I just want to work both sides of eagle. I want to do all of eagle, but let's first do this figure 4. Right ankle flexed. And your left knee is bending. You're going to drop down and come up. We'll do that twice more. Engage your core. Drop down. Maybe you can really come forward. Arms are forward and up. Breath in. Exhale. Last one. Drop down. And your arms are forward or arms are alongside ears like chair. Flex your right ankle. And press up. Stand for a moment in mountain. Breath in. Exhale. Figure 4, other side. So left knee comes up and your left foot up. Right knee is bending. Okay, engage your core. Breathe in. There's 3 of them. Exhale. Maybe the first one you're just kind of, some have to hang on to a chair. I know, that's okay. But come up. Balance is really good today. Exhale, drop down. Drop down, good. And up. And then dropping down. Yep, arms alongside ears. And up. And hands to heart center. That's a lot on the legs. And eagle is a lot on legs. Eagle is really great for the joints of the body and for the immune system. So we're going to add now the legs, the wrapping, right? So you might have to repeat what you just did, or remember, left knee is bent as the right leg wraps. And then your arms, your left arm on top of the other. Sometimes you have to hug, and then you come in. Now, you may not see the screen anymore because your arms are in the way. That's okay. Breath in. Exhale. This is about squeezing center line of the body. So it's great for lymph fluid moving. Breathe in. Exhale. And then release. And breathe in. Bend the knees. Wrap your left leg on top of the other. And as best you can, wrap. Right arm on top of the other, and as best you can, wrapping. And again, when my arms are in place, I can't see the screen anymore. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze. Arms, legs, everything squeezing center line, and then we release, expand, and lower. So we'll move into something big now, right? Like bigger, that's all. So we go wide. Take your hands onto your thighs, press down, and walk your hands down and then all the way forward. So this is wonderful because you get length in your spine, no weight on your hands, inner thigh stretch, breath in, exhale. And there's so many variations. You can take your right hand, slip it under the left, and reach your right hand to your left knee, left calf muscle, left ankle. Drop your head down, turn your head to look at the left. Other side. Right hand down, left hand slips under the right. Reach for your right knee, right calf muscle, right ankle. Twist. Imagine you've got a loop around your pelvis and the loop is pulling you back. And your right arm is moving forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Come out. Heels turned in. Bend the knees. Drop down and press your knees back. You might be a little wide here, and that's okay. Yeah. And breathe. Good. So really, the poses are for wellness, and really of body, of physical wellness, of mental wellness, of body, mind, and spirit, like an energetic wellness. Go ahead and come on up. And we'll step forward. Good. And so we have pyramid. And here's what I say. If you are tight, you've got your blocks handy, okay? If you're not, then you're not really going to use them very much, okay? Or you won't use them at all. So your right foot forward, left foot back. Pelvis is squared. And then take your hands behind the back. So, of course, one way is extending the arms. Hands can be on your back, but some of you can come into mudra, the palms together behind the back, Anjali mudra. Offering, it means an offering. You're lifting your heart center. What are you offering? What are you offering to the world, to your friends, to your family, to your community? What is it that you offer? Breathe in. What part of yourself do you offer? And then as you come forward, fold forward. And if you need to, you bend your right knee. If you can, you straighten. So at this point, at the halfway point, this is when some release the hands and drop down to the floor or the blocks, but some can keep the hands back and lower your head to your knee. There's some balance involved. And your eyes looking at the left foot. Breathe in. Exhale. Come on up. Release and step forward. A nice wrist stretch in the middle of these is to just take your hands, and so if you're tight down here, you're trying to bring your hands and a little higher up by your heart, and the elbows are pressing down. So, this is if you're tight, and then this is pretty. That's good. That's a goal. Like to have a 90 degree. And then some can go a little further. There's no point in going further if you can't. That's just, I think it's hyperflexibility for myself. And then release, not desired, right? But it's where I go for the stretch. So left foot back, left foot is forward. Hands, find the hand position. What did you do the first time? And palms are together behind the back. Carpal band stretch. Look up. Lift your heart center. And then come forward. Engage your core. Only bend your left knee if it feels better on your hamstring or your low back to do so. At the halfway point is when some say, oh, I'm using the block, or my hands are coming to the mat, or keep your hands as they are, bring your head to your left knee, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll come on up. And when you come up, you'll look up again. You'll release, bring your hands to your heart, and the exact opposite, right? So you bring your hands together. So when we're down here, that's really tight, right? But yeah, that's good. And Tona's like just coming way up high, so that's great. Usually I think shoulder, elbow, wrists kind of in alignment. Some can go a little lower. Yeah, good. That's a nice stretch to the wrist. And then releasing. So we'll do our triangle to half moon. Triangle to half moon. Use a wall if you need to. Use a block if you like. So extending. and breath in. Go back first. Reach back. Right arm down, left arm up. That feels so nice. And then shift into your pelvis. Shift and reach upward. Deep breath in and exhale. Nice. Then from here, we'll come to half moon. So usually I'll come up first. I bend the knee. I can't tell how many people I see trying to do this with a straight leg. It doesn't work. So you need the cushion, right? So it's like you're going to bend your knee. You need the leg strength. You come over. Maybe you have your blocks or not. And your left hand is really to the left of your left foot. The hand that's down is not necessarily in alignment with your foot. And open. Flex the ankle of the leg in the air. Good. Focus. And breathe. Let's bring your hand down. Take your back, the leg that was in the air, bring it back so we can stretch the hip flexor. So you brought your knee down. And I want you to bend. In some you need padding perhaps, and you're going to bend your knee. That's my right knee bending. Breathe in. Exhale. Hip flexor, quads, yeah. And then we'll take the arms up briefly. Breath in. Exhale, lengthen. Reach back. So hip flexor, really good to do. Let's come out. We'll step forward, right foot steps forward. Soften the knees, come on up. Hands are to heart. And we'll do second side. So I'm going to be turning the other way. So if you use the block, you move them so you need, if you're shifting around like I am. Right foot turns. Triangle. I'm going to extend. I'm going to go back first. So reaching up, right arm is reaching up. Lengthen, right side of your torso. Look up. Exhale. And then shift. And remember, it's a pelvic movement initially, and then you feel your inner thighs stretch, and there you are in triangle. And breath in. Exhale. How do I work the pose, and how am I present in the pose? We're going to come up half moon. So I'll bend the knee and reaching over. So my hand, this is my right hand, slightly to the right of my right foot and in front of the foot, not beside it. And as you're here, strong, flex, arm is up, and half moon. Good. You're doing great. This little sequence has its challenge. Breathe in. Exhale. All right, so you're going to bring your left hand down. Left foot touches down. Use a little padding. I'm going to go ahead and use that padding. Knee down. And stretching the hip flexor. You could have your back knee up or down. Which one works better for you in the beginning? And then we're going to press up. So you have crescent moon. Reach up, lift your heart center, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. Release. And we're going to go back to downward facing dog this time. So if you prefer child's pose, you can go there or go back to downward facing dog and breathe. And bring the knees down and press back. In child's pose, take your head down and breathe. Let's come to cat-cow again. What is different about it? Is there anything different? Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, round. One more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Let's thread the needle. So your right arm will come up into the air, reach up high. And then your right arm threads under the left. Right shoulder down, head down. Twist. Get your shoulder down and breathe. Press up. We'll do the other side. So we'll take left arm up into the air, reach up high, look up. And left arm underneath the other, threading through, your shoulder down, and turn. I still feel it's like just a great stretch. It's rather gentle, but boy, it really gets between the shoulder blades, gets your upper back and your neck, and release. Okay, we are coming onto our backs, and when we come onto our backs, we'll do thread the needle. So we'll take right ankle over left knee, over left thigh, and then your right hand threads through, and you'll hold your knee. Some have to hold behind the knee, others hold the kneecap. Now, we've done a lot of movements, and this is towards the end of the session, so it should be that you're able to get in here pretty deeply. But I want to try a little something with you. Okay, notice how it feels, kind of memorize how it feels. Like, it's always intense for me, so I always imagine it's that way for everyone. It may not be. Bring your left foot down, arms at a T, keep your right leg where it is, and rock, side, side, just rock. When you go left, right foot touches down. When you go right, right thigh touches down. Rock, back and forth. Okay, come back to threading the needle, same side. Has anything changed? For me, it's like unlocking the door. Now the door's open, I can walk right through, okay? Walk right into the room of hip openings. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's do the other side. Take your left ankle over right thigh. Flex your left ankle. Definitely flex to protect your knee. And then grab hold. Grab hold of your knee. Some are holding behind the knee. Maybe by now you're like, oh, I can hold my kneecap. And again, kind of close your eyes for a moment. Memorize the feeling where you're at. Place your right foot down, arms at a T, and go side, side. Just rock, side, side. This is so nice to do for the back. go ahead, let your left thigh touch down. Let your left foot touch down as you go from side to side. And then left hand goes through triangle legs make and hold the knee. Yeah, and breathe. It's different. And it's just as intense for me because I go a little further. So then I go right back to that feeling, but I know there's a little more movement. Let's extend the legs. And as we extend, we are going to take some rounds of breath where we sigh. Remember, I always say my nonna lived a long life and she did a lot of that's sighing. And research shows sighing is really good. It's actually good for longevity. It's good for releasing tension, stress. Take a breath in through your nose. Audibly. Inhale. Loud enough so your neighbors hear you. I don't want to blast your ears, so I'm not going to do it too loud. Inhale. And just find your complete stillness. Some do like to have extra layers, make sure you're warm. Class is dedicated to unlocking the stress cycle. So we have unlocked, and I'd like you to just feel very relaxed. In your mind's eye, first you scan your body and you feel if there's any residual tension, you let it dissolve, let it melt, let it dissipate. And then in your mind's eye, imagery that is very soothing, relaxing. What is it? What is, for some it's like just watching, turning the TV on. Sometimes that's like the most relaxing thing in the world. Not for me, but I know for some it is. Just like putting your legs up, sitting on your couch, and, it doesn't even matter what's playing. You're just like, relax. For others, listening to soothing music, a warm cup of herbal tea in your hand. For others, the feeling after a warm shower or bath, every muscle in your body relaxed. Walking in a forest, on a trail, smelling the fresh air, smelling the pine, the pitch from the trees, smelling the leaves. And of course, this moment, lying on your back, in the comfort of your home, your safe and beautiful shelter. Begin to deepen the breathing. Begin to move your hands and move your feet. And then make your way to sitting. I know I forgot to move the mic. You can hear me drinking water. Take a moment as you come to sitting to relax, and we'll end with our Om. Good. Take a breath in. Inhale. Namaste.